arrived in Cairns yesterday. It's my first time up in the area exploring it by myself. I've been here as a kid, but not since then, so it's pretty cool to explore around. Beautiful place. So I'm just on the beach, probably about, I'm guessing 20-30 minutes drive north of Cairns, just past Palm Cove. And my plan today is to head toward the Daintree. So that's about 150 kilometers north from here. And I don't know if I'll make it there today. I'm not pressed, basically. But yeah, beautiful spot. I'm gonna continue from here. A bit further north, I'm gonna head a little inland to go for a bit of a swim in a river. This is a patrolled beach here, and you can see the net for it behind me. That's to defend against the stingers. But the beach is actually closed now anyway, so I'm not really familiar with how it works, but basically the sign there said that, because of the drag in the water or whatever, the beach is closed because of the stinger reason. So I guess there's concern that they get through the net or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, I will stick to the freshwater personally. A little further north and I'll head inland and go for a swim in there. Could be a walk and a swim, I'm not sure. I think there's a bit of a hiking involved, but I'll bring the camera over. So I'm on 4 Mile Beach now. This is just near Port Douglas, and I'm gonna head a little bit further north up to Mossman. Still got the plan to go for a swim in a bit of fresh water. Another beautiful little spot. Same issue with the crocodiles and marine stingers and all the rest. Nice little stop on the way. I'm not gonna take a swim here though. Just arrived at Mossman Gorge. It's accessed by a shuttle bus, so I've got my ticket for that and about to jump on that when that heads off. I was just at the shuttle stop there waiting for the next bus to depart, and saw the road pointing off to where Mossman Gorge goes. I was just thinking, hey, I wonder if it's possible to walk there. So I wandered back inside and she's confirmed that it is okay. It's only about 20 minutes, so I've decided to do that instead. The gorge itself is part of the national park, but the shuttle service is just a local business. Did a quick Google and it said, people were saying that it's just as nice a walk as some of the walks up there anyway. So that'll make me have a bit more of a deserving swim when I get there, I think. I believe I'm getting close here, and I still haven't been passed by the shuttle bus. The lady said they're every 15 minutes, and looks like I might be saving time just by walking here in the end. So yeah, it's a beautiful walk actually. First little bit's very open. I just passed a small Aboriginal community there. Just a little residential area, a few houses. And now it's becoming a lot more dense. The rainforest is sort of closing in. And I didn't get a shot of it. There's a beautiful big blue butterfly that just flew past. So yeah, it's real jungle. And I've got my river tracing shoes here. So I hope to go for a bit of a wander in the stream. So I'm just arriving at the little shuttle terminus now, and I've actually just been passed by the shuttle itself. So it's all worked out pretty well basically. Saw the river flowing past as I walked alongside it, like the last part of the road parallels the river, and it just looks beautiful. I can't wait for a little bit of a swim in there. So they kind of advise against that actually, but I just got to be a bit cautious. I've got my river tracing shoes, so I should be a little bit more safer on the river than most. So I've just headed a little way up from the main swimming area, and by the way, people definitely are swimming. I've got my river tracing shoes on and just wandered up a little tributary, and yeah, it's just beautiful. Like the water's just cool enough to feel fresh, but not cold enough to get cold, and yeah, just stunning. So directly above me, there's a bridge going over this stream. That's currently closed. Like the trail that bridge is connecting is closed at the moment for some kind of renovation or something like that. So the only real way to explore is with the river tracing shoes and just wandering straight up the river. And it is just amazing, it's wonderful. Really clear water, nothing to complain about here. awesome time over there at Mossman. Went for a good little swim up and down the river. It's great sort of rock hopping around there and all the rest of it. So from there I've just come down south a little bit to Port Douglas, so I'll stay here. I'm just standing amidst the mangroves. Come up to Trinity Bay Lookout, which is on a hill just above town. Another nice little spot, and from here I'm going to head down back into town, grab myself some dinner, and basically call this one a day. So the water's looking nice and calm behind me. Just on the road heading up to cross the Daintree River on the way to Cape Tribulation. So last night stayed in Port Douglas. It was quite heavy rain last night, but it's definitely cleared up today. Nice drive so far, beautiful as usual. Making the ferry crossing in about 20 minutes, I think. I'm just on the barge going across the Daintree River now, and I'm not allowed out of the vehicle, unfortunately, but yeah, it's just a wide brown river, a few signs up saying watch out for the crocodiles, and yeah, on the other side is the road leading up to Cape Tribulation. Roadside cassowary here. I just saw the other car stopped. I didn't even notice it, and then I was like, whoa, oh yeah, I see what he's looking at there. That's pretty awesome. Next little spot on the route is a place called Jindalba. So this is just a few kilometers past that Mount Alexander or Alexander Pass viewpoint. So it's just a short walk here, 700 meters. There's a longer option, but I'm here in the hot season. So yeah, I'm just gonna wander around that and then continue on to whatever's next. I've just detoured off the main route to a little spot called Cow Bay, and this is pretty next level. This is pretty amazing. The water out there is pretty clear, not too bad anyway, and yeah, it just looks stunning. Cow Bay is another place to not go swimming, I'm afraid. So as well as the marine stingers, which are a summer thing, there's mention about the saltwater crocodiles, which you can see here, and as well as the kind of permanent sign over there. There's one that looks newly put up, which just says there's been recent sightings. So yeah, I'll skip on the swimming again here today. So I'm just a little way up the coast now at Thorndon Beach, and we are just getting deeper and deeper into oh my god kind of territory. So beautiful again, you know, water's crystal blue, and yeah, it's really the rainforest coming right down to the reef. I'm still on the same beach now. Behind me is Cooper Creek, so that just emerges from the mountains back there. It's got a relatively muddy colour compared to the ocean, so yeah, you can see how it's sort of flowing out to sea and browning the water a little bit. Made my way to Cape Tribulation, just behind me. I got the umbrella out. It's not going to rain, but I've been getting roasted in the sun and haven't bothered putting on sun cream yet. So this is my little solution. So I'm on the other side of Cape Tribulation now, over at Myrtle Beach, and as far as I know, I've got the whole thing to myself. So it was 350 meters walk here over a little tiny hill, and given the access to the other one's a bit easier, I think most people will decide to skip on this one. So I just noticed the shark splashing down there. I think it might be almost impossible to catch on the camera, but it's in the center of the screen there somewhere. Just see his little dorsal fin pop up every now and then. Yeah, I really need a polarizing lens. But there he goes. Yeah, the shark will be there somewhere. See how all the fish scatter? Yeah, I can see the little one. God, he kicks them up. Yeah, you can see his fin just there. God, they're quick. half an hour on Myrtle Beach there and maybe a full hour. I was looking around trying to get a decent shot of those sharks, which certainly wasn't very easy, and had an eye out for crocodiles as well, but didn't see any of them. What I didn't see either is one other single soul. I didn't see a single other person. So Cape Tribulation, certainly this time of year, decent place to find a little bit of solitude. So I'm heading today from Port Douglas up to the Atherton Tablelands. So I've just made my way to Davies Creek National Park, and below me I believe is Davies Creek. So I'm just going to wander around the corner here and go for a swim. And I haven't figured out where I'm going to go from here, but I think still continuing through to the town of Atherton, but see how I go. So I've come to Yungaburra Platypus viewing area, which is just on the edge of the village of Yungaburra, and I was actually here last night as well as this morning. Spent about a good half hour here last night and an hour this morning, and I didn't see anything until just then. I'd given up and was on my way back to the car, and there were some other people who had spotted one, and luckily they pointed him out to me. So I just got a quick little shot of that one, and so that's good. I'm just convinced at this point I'm covered in wildlife repellent, but yeah, I did manage to get one in the end thanks to some other people. So off to Crater Lake National Park now, which is just around the corner. Almost forgot about the Curtin Tree, which is just a few kilometres from Yungaburra, and my next stop after the platypus viewing area. It's on the little circuit track now that goes around Lake Eacham. Just had a half-hour swim in there. It's just another amazing spot. The water's really clear blue and amazingly warm. Like, probably in there half an hour or something like that, and if anything it was a little bit too warm. Just beautiful. So surrounded by a very thick rainforest, as is the norm around here. It's just up the coast from Mission Beach, and not the best day for it. Quite a bit of wind and the waves are, have picked up a fair bit. Arrived at a day use area called Alligator's Nest. It's part of Tully Gorge National Park. I was going to go to another part of, well, actual Tully Gorge, but there was like apparently crocodiles in the area, and I want to go for a swim, so I figured that this place would be better because it's designed to be an actual swimming hole. Once again, I've got the complete place entirely to myself. Yeah, it looks like an awesome swimming area. I'm not sure why it's called Alligator's Nest. It must be a designated swimming area for a reason though. No crocodiles. I guess alligators are a little bit less of a concern than crocodiles. So this is the spot. Pretty high flow today, I think. I mean, it was certainly raining quite a lot last night, so I guess this is a lot more water in here than usual. So I'm gonna go for a wander in the river. Got my river tracing shoes on. So I'm gonna head up that little branch that's behind me. I've got my non-waterproof camera on me. I'll have to be a little bit cautious. I've got a dry bag to put it in and just not drop it in the water. Fair way up the river. It's really hard to evaluate the distance, but I guess it'd be a bit more than a kilometre. So I've come to this waterfall just behind me, and I went above it and a bit beyond. It's just rocky and quite slow going up there. It's not the sand bottom base that I've had so far. So this is my turn back point, and yeah, it'll be a bit of drifting and walking as I head back to the car park. So I'm pretty worn out after the swim at the alligator pools, alligator rocks. And a couple of hours has passed since then. I just had a big lunch as well. So just arrived at Josephine Falls, which is a better known stop on the route between Innisfail and Cairns. I went swim here. There's another swimming spot called Babinda Boulders. That's around the corner. Made it to Babinda Boulders and feeling very tropical, all ready for a swim. So I've just done a walk to the viewpoint, which is about 650 meters from the car park, and making my way back now to where the main swimming pool is. Viewpoint area, it's not a swimming area. The actual area you swim is probably only about 50 meters walk from the car park, so very convenient. I'll have a swim there, get back in the car, and then head north again. Probably end up in Cairns tonight, not too far away from here. It's my last full day in Cairns. I'm going to fly off, heading to Adelaide tomorrow. I'm going to do a road trip from there to Melbourne. Anyway, just exploring a bit out of town. I've made the drive up towards Kuranda, and behind me is Mossman Gorge. So this is a little stop on the Kuranda Railway. I've just driven here, so my car's parked up just up the hill a little bit. I'm going to go from here to Kuranda Village and check that out, and then call this one a day.